We're going to come into pigeon pose. There are some options for pigeon should this bother your knees. So from your downward dog, always remembering not to swing or fling the leg, but we're going to be lifting the right leg up. So bending the right knee, press the right foot up into the air, stretch the leg, inhale. Knee comes forwards as the whole body weight comes forwards. Right knee towards right arm, right foot towards the left side of your mat. And then start to inch the left leg back. So kind of a caterpillar movement. Lift, stretch, inch back until you start to transfer the stretch sensation into the right hip, right thigh, right buttock area. And if you don't feel it there, but all you're feeling is your front right knee, then you can come into a position that I kind of nicknamed the Isle of Man legs, like the Isle of Man flag, where both legs are at a right angle. So your right knee would be in line in front with your right hip, right ankle in line with right knee. My left knee is here in line with my left hip, left ankle and knee in line. So you could always try that version. So we're going to ripple. So you draw in and lift up, inhale. Fingertips are wider than your mat here. Exhale, roll forwards. Inhale, drawing the belly, rise up. Exhale, a wave-like action coming forwards and down. And you can keep moving with that wave action, inhaling up, exhaling down, or come onto your forearms, or even resting your head down onto your hands. For some, if you do want a little bit more and the body is quite open or you have a regular practice, you may want to reach back for the back foot and come into the kind of mermaid version of pigeon pose. Looping the foot into the elbow, lifting the chest up. There's quite a lot of in and up, hugging, engaging of the inner thighs here to support the body. It may be that you're just working on drawing the foot towards the buttocks, stretching the quad muscles, the front of the thigh. Again, all options, whether you take it up or down a level, one is not better than the other, just different options. Make sure that the jaw is relaxed. You've got those long exhales happening. And then walking the hands back towards you. Inhale, tuck the back toes under, and as you exhale, inch the hips forwards. Feel the body weight back into your hands, and then inhale, lift back to downward facing dog. Exhale, and it might also feel good to stretch the right leg back up behind you, maybe even opening the hip. And maybe some movement in your downward facing dog, maybe not. Then we're going to take this to the left side. Stretch the left leg up. Inhale. Bring the knee and the whole body weight forwards. See, inhale. Knee comes forwards. Exhale. So think left knee to left upper arm, left foot over towards the right side of your mat, and then slowly down. Inch the right leg back. So tuck the toes, lift the knee, inch back. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, inch back, until you get that tangy, ouchy, stretchy sensation into your left hip, left buttock, left thigh area. Your options again, to be in pigeon and to be with that waving, rippling pigeon, inhaling up, exhaling, coming forwards. Remember, if all you're feeling is your front knee, go into that Isle of Man nicknamed position that I gave you earlier, where the legs are at right angles, and you should hopefully still feel the stretch into the left buttock, but hopefully not the left knee. You can carry on with that wave action, or come down and be still and be with the breath. Again, you have that mermaid option if you wish for that, getting the added quad stretch into there. Make sure the jaw is relaxed, always with the breath awareness. And try not to collapse onto the bent leg side buttock here. So on this left side, don't collapse over onto the left hip. Keep thinking about the front right hip rolling down towards your mat or towards your foot. Walking the hands back towards you. Tuck the back toes under, inch the hips forwards. Press into the hands, inhale, lift back to down dog. Exhale, maybe stretching the left leg up. Maybe opening the hip. And stepping out the feet, sway the hips. Taking the knees down, hips back to heels into child, knees together or apart. And then we're going to come into butterfly. So come to sit onto your bottom, bring the soles of the feet together, and have your ankle bones arm's length away from you. So you should just be able to reach out, touch down to the ankle bones. We don't want the feet too close in for this version. And then inhale, lift tall, and exhale to come forward. Now if you wish, you can just relax into it, or again do that wave-like action, inhaling up, exhaling, coming forwards. Inhaling, drawing in through the belly, unraveling up. Exhale, leading with the chest, followed by the head coming down. Continue with that for as long as you want, or relax into it. And if a brick is nearby, you could always place that underneath the forehead. But don't try to force your body to come this low just so your forehead does make it onto the brick. If you're higher up and nowhere near the head being down to the brick or to your feet, that's not a concern. You don't have to worry about that. You just be where you're at. Eventually, in time, with practice, with gravity and with the breath, the body will open up. There is no point in forcing to that place. Breathe deeply. So finding this little bit of stillness here, this bit of yin to the yang. And we're going to take this into a twist. So you're going to draw your right knee up, take hold of the right ankle and draw the right ankle alongside the right buttock. It might be close to the buttock, or you might need it to be a little further away. Press the left foot against the right thigh. And then turning the body to the left, bring the right hand onto your left knee. For some, you might even be able to bring it into a half lotus position, that left foot, if it's comfortable, and wrap the arms around. But again, only do that if it's easy in your body, or it goes with ease and there's no discomfort to your knee. So think of the chest, ribs turning. I'm choosing not to stay in that position, just didn't feel too good for my body at that moment in time. Keep listening to your body and what works. Wrapping the left arm around behind you, either holding your t-shirt, your leggings, your top, or the foot if you had hold of it, and twist. Inhale, elevate, grow taller. Exhale, rotate, go deeper. Then unwind back around to the front. Unhook the right leg, come back to butterfly and give just a gentle bounce of your legs. I'm going to take this to the other side, lifting the left knee up. Take hold of the left ankle, left foot, and draw it alongside the buttock. It might be close to the buttock, it might be far out. And again, if it bothers the knee, have the left leg out in front. And again, if it's easy for some of you to go into half lotus on that side, you can take that bind as you do the twist, or keep the foot resting against the thigh. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, twist. Left hand to right knee. And that right arm wrapping behind you, hooking into maybe the thigh, or holding your t-shirts, leggings. If there's quite a lot of lift to the left buttock, you could always have a brick underneath that side. You don't want too much of a space there, the hip floating up in space, as it might put pressure into your left knee. So try and drop the left buttock down or support it, or again have the left leg out long. Tall spine, inhale. Exhale, come back around to the front. Taking carefully the left leg out from behind, and once again come into your butterfly, holding onto the ankles, a little mini bounce of the legs. Maybe coming forwards in butterfly pose. Then closing the knees up, use your hands to close the knees up. And then from here, we're going to come to lay down. Move your brick off to the head end of your mat, off to the side, out of the way, just so that when you're laying down you can find that easy. Hold onto the back of your thighs, knees and feet hip width apart. Lift tall, inhale, drawing through the core muscles, and roll down onto your mat. Exhale. Draw the knees into the chest, hug them in. Take hold of the knees either over the top or behind the thighs. And just stirring the legs around. We're going to come into bridge. Tuck the chin. Bring the feet in close to the buttocks. Press down through your arms and inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale there. Engage the inner thighs and the buttocks. I'm choosing to do the robot arm variation where I have the arms bent to a right angle and I'm pressing down through the backs of the arms and the elbows just to give a little bit more lift through the front of the body. Breathing in and coming down as you breathe out. Once the buttocks are down onto your mat, drawing your knees back into the chest, counterposing bridge, hug them in, move back to frog pose, open the knees wide, take hold of the shins or ankles, and then bring the soles of your feet together here. Draw the feet in towards your chest, but use your elbows to press the knees away from you. So drawing the feet in towards you, the elbows press the knees towards the hips away from you. Maybe still, maybe rocking. Wiggle the feet. Closing the knees back up. And then coming into constructive rest pose. Knees together, feet down onto the mat, but the feet are wider than your hips. So the legs are in this kind of pyramid shape. Resting the hands onto the belly. And you could stay there You could come into restorative bridge, resting the buttocks onto the brick, or come into traditional shavasana with the legs out long, feet mat width apart, hands either still resting onto your belly or away from the body, palms turned up. Make sure that your back feels comfortable, your shoulders are relaxed, face relaxed, the whole body relaxed. Allowing yourself to be heavy into your mat and absorbing and digesting your practice. I'm going to leave you here to carry on relaxing. Namaste.